It's a good evening for North America gamers everywhere, as EG are up a map in the series so far. But MIBR take it to Vertigo, and so we have a game on our hands. My name is Fi. I'm joined by Cole Extra McHenry, as we're going to get a pacey one at MIBR, I think. They've had enough of these defaults.
Yeah, I guess keeping up with a quick pistol rather than the slow-crawling round that we went for in the last time.
I think I'd
settle. Yeah. You can never be too slow, says MIBR.
Seems like they're going to work themselves up for a mid-split. When you talk about this game in the context of the group, MIBR have been so dominant through so many seasons of ECL. This one is woefully different. Oh, with nades out in hand, this could be problematic for these EG defenders as Turtle finds the initial 3 players out middle, but EG, they're starting their collapse back in.
Oh my God.
With some team damage. It's messy, but he got a second on that one? I can't believe it. Either way, the trades are still there, and with Turtle down to 6, he's getting hunted down by Walco, playing these angles, dancing around the corner, pre-firing, looking for that headshot. But that's going to be Walco to deliver it. Both remaining players, though, are armorless. It will have to be crispy clean from these remaining EG players. JOTA could start things off nicely. And looking for the finisher on the Walco, just takes a body shot or two. And that will be the case. MIBR pick up yet another pistol.
Yeah, that's nicely done right there. Stanislaw hitting a little bit too many headshots there towards middle. It was a nice attempt at the defense, but unfortunately, Evil Geniuses, like you had said there, just get caught a little bit off guard by the aggression. MIBR did go for a bit of a pacier round than prior. But like you said here, they can't afford to really lose this map. They need something to start going their way. It would be back-to-back 2-0s here last night and tonight. They lost to Ironblood just last week in a pretty brutal fashion here. There's a lot that haven't been really looking all that well for MIBR as of recent, and I think they're desperately looking for something to start going their way right now. And it should happen on Vertigo. This is a very good Vertigo team. Super comfortable in their positions. You can see in the pistol. And they look to execute in towards B once more. It's the right read.
Yeah, poor man Walco has the full force of Made in Brazil on his doorstep. And this will be a clean use, I think. And he tries to fall back, but Brandon won't let that happen. 45, I mean, you could save. That is one of the options you have available to you in the game, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and I think they are considering to take that. Sticking around for a little bit of damage, but as this wears on, ow! They're probably going to hold on to these 3 pieces of armor, at least attempt to.
Worth it. We were talking about MIBR in the break there. How their KD, it looked nearly similar to Evil Geniuses, despite what was a pretty one-sided defeat there for them. That's just off of all of the saves that they've went for, but last time MIBR won the pistol round and the following, this 3rd round was actually the more difficult one to hold on to. It was at the hands of George, who completely flipped the script here. Might be left with another task just like that.
And so, this next one could still be easy breezy. We do see Walco actually invest $1,200 into a UMP. A surprise. That actually is being dropped over to George. Very interesting. I'm not sure if that was... I think that might have been a mispurchase. I think he was looking to buy a P250, but the UMP is the same area on the buy wheel. Either way, we'll see if George can make it work or Stan can make it work. It could be worthwhile, and there it is. It finds the kill into JOTA. That's $600, and that nade, while it does deal some damage, they still hold that boost, and they still get some damage down onto Henny. This is a problematic round here for MIBR, but they have done a lot of damage. Walco make anything happen here from the sandbag position. He's just going to drop the extinguish. But man advantage up here for Evil Geniuses. They're still holding all 5 players in position. There's no default on this round here from MIBR. Just pure guns fighting here on the ramp. It's messy, but ooh, yeah, they're gonna convert these kills. It's 1 kill in, but the rest go all the way of the Brazilians. 3-0 for them.
I think they were just waiting and waiting for that smoke to fade away so that they could toss another molly in, and it was really smart what EG tried to collapse as soon as that fades away, but MIBR just nailing and executing some shots here. Like you said, that weird UMP buy is going to lead Walco into a FAMAS, but still pretty decent purchase for the rest of the team, including Wiz on the AWP. So promise starts to be built here. So does the CT side. MIBR looking to get off to a hot start. Could relieve a lot of their struggles here in this series.
Yeah, round win here would mean the world to MIBR. Let's talk about the previous time they matched up. It was a 16-4 blowout victory for them. They had no problems here on Vertigo. This gun round gets aside a lot, and it really is now, as we're gonna see just a triple opening. A steamroller brought through mid for MIBR and locked out our evil geniuses. This round's over.
Yeah, call it curtains right now. Walco left last man standing with only a FAMAS to save on
We're
to
hunting
here.
him already.
Yeah, why not? This is the MIBR that I feel like we get way more out of ever in Vertigo than nearly any other map. The early aggression on the T side, the utilization of every last prong on this map, it works out so much better for them on this map than many others. I mean, even like Nuke, who's very, very strong for MIBR.
Sure.
But Vertigo, it just seems like they have the pace nailed so perfectly. Henny's brought a lot of extra elements to this roster on Vertigo as well. That's helped out, but I mean, that was a full gun round that just gets sideswiped by MIBR.
Yeah, Evil Geniuses tried to collapse in middle, but by the time they were collapsing, MIBR was literally in their spawn. Evil Geniuses were just not prepared for that kind of pace. Half-buy gonna be brought in, and MIBR already looking just confident on this map of Vertigo with everyone firing off.
This is much more like it. Starting to hit the pace change here for MIBR, slowing things down quite a bit. Again, waiting out this utility early on towards the ramp side of things. They're going to be much more weary of trickery on the ramp side as well, as they fell victim to it in rounds prior. So getting away with those sort of boosts, those late reactions, is going to be a whole lot more difficult.
See what the smoke is there for Wiz. A bit of a one-way, perhaps. No, smoking towards the side hall, trying to provide support for his teammates. That might be just try to press the issue a bit too quickly here. That's where these pistols can thrive in these close-range angles. George, I mean, a bold position. It works. It's a one-way. That's so cool. Wiz's smoke actually is a one-way onto Bren. Has no idea what hit him. Now the Jiggle Pete game. And towards that side hall position, it's JOTA with the bomb on that front. George is searching for a target. This exit coming through. And you'll see 4 players in position. Evil Geniuses see what the pistols can make do. As Turtle will begin to scale the site. Flashes are really good at suppressing these pistols. They start to creep through the edge of the smoke, and that's where Walker will strike. A lineup, though, for JOTA. Might just be enough. George, still out towards side hall. Will they expect this position? Are they going to consider the plant? They will try to plant. And George will be dealt with. Stanislaw coming up the ramp. And Henny's going to spin over for that kill. 5-0 start for MIBR.
A little high five there for Henny as well, but all is well over in the MIBR camp. They're able to deal with those pistols despite some resistance that they walk into on that A bomb site. Nice and comfortable closer coming through. Wiz once again wielding his weapon of choice, though. Henny's yet to even get off this Galil, as he hasn't really needed to. He's 5-0 at the moment. Money's really building up, and MIBR proving to be deadly on this map, as we anticipated coming to this series. But how deadly can they be? How long can they keep this streak alive?
There's just been a missed smoke at the bottom of ramp. That one has gone sent flying down to the spectators below.
Oh, no.
So Evil Geniuses can't really fight for ramp here. Of course, there's always the threat of an AWP from Henny, who hasn't even bought one because he hasn't died.
That's the benefit there. You hold on to the bonus rifles. How long do they continue the bonus, though? Still quite nice to build up your bank, especially in the opper of all players. I mean, you want Henny on 11k. We didn't get to see too much T-side opping out of him on Inferno because he was constantly pressured. Economically speaking.
Okay.
Aggression down ramp, though. Stanislaw goes absolutely wild there and takes down BRN and finally delivers Henny his first death.
Yep. That was, I mean, I'm not even sure he was intending to take Brenna's in first, but, Henny caught next in line. Wiz holding his AWP on this angle. Oh, dealt with, though, the double swing. He doesn't fire off a shot. Wait, there are still very much chances in this round now for MIBR. Going for that smoke spam. It's so close. It's damage onto George. What are
Triple
they up to?
boost?
What are they
Oh.
up to?
No, they're gonna get pushed.
Turtle could unhinge everything here. Oh no, Turtle's found 2. This was a 4v5. Sorry, a 3v5 even. And they're trying some tricks. Then the HE is gonna touch down onto George. Try your tricks all you want. MIBR 6-0.
Oh no. Getting a little bit wild right there. And that man advantage as well that they were looking so strong in 5v3. Obviously, Wiz a little bit late to activate here right now. He just got plucked apart on that double swing, which is very problematic. That gives up for the B bomb site. But again, 4-on-3, it's not like it's the easiest post plants here in the world on Vertigo. That B bomb site open to many different angles. But instead of really just going for a cohesive retake off of flashes, they try some trickery right there, and they can't believe what Turtle just did.
That is a very, very worrying start here for Evil Geniuses. 6-0. They had a plan. I mean, they had a good start in one of these rounds, but things have changed for the worse now as MIBR have complete dominance over this game at the moment. It will take one of these type of rounds to begin a comeback, or else I mean, at the moment, we are looking at MIBR up 7-0. Things go according to plan. And more of the same that this map is given for the Brazilians.
Oh.
The nade stack on a George. Just no opportunities given to these pistols.
We get 7-1 again. Nice little cursed scoreline for this series, it seems. But this time it's cursed in EG's camp rather than MIBR. This is exactly what they needed. A strong start, everything going their way. Great utility on that A side as well. They've been all over the map. Not really prioritizing any bomb site. Been very cohesive, but Wiz, what is that shot? That's quite nice, and a lot of damage is being done.
I mean, oh, Wiz finds another on the USB. Now, he's going to get aggressive. He wants some extra guns. But, I mean, he does put it to Rush. If Rush, Zinger in him? He does. That's one. Oh, the Tech 9 actually had to finish the job there for Henny. Rush was given an opportunity, but 7-zip. Not quite as planned there for MIBR, but the round win is the round win.
Yeah, some extra damage there towards the tail end, making it threatening, but not secure. And while it is good economic damage here, the money for MIBR is stacked up so high that you're actually going to need to start winning some rounds if you ever want to pressure that. The reaction, though, is going to be double op here. Deciding to go for that here. It's a little bit of a change for them. We'll see if it bears any fruit.
Okay, that shot seemed like it was awfully close.
Wow. Only Henny.
I mean, if he no-scoped him, I don't know. Henny's spamming that off like he has 10 bullets in it.
No longer that luxury here. One-way smoke, though. Walco, oh, you can't afford to go down on B. Not another opper getting his head plucked off by this rifle core of MIBR. Luckily, they do avoid it, though.
It's one of the biggest potencies of this MIBR team is their rifling prowess. How good they are individually. Turtle unable to capitalize on that one, though. Definitely putting all the pressure, putting some worry into this EG defense.
How could you not be scared? Again, a bit of a slower pace, but as they group up towards B here, they really start to show their cards here soon. Evil Geniuses with a little bit of a late re-aggression should start to batten down the hatches towards B, but will it be in time? That's the question. Walco's going to get overrun here.
Yep. Oh, Henny got on the angle. Walco let go of the line, and that's going to result in his demise. Alongside that and the B site. Turtle. Oh, arm spotted there from Rush. The trade's back from George. But dude, naded down to a single point of health. I think it's time to
okay.
pack your bags, and we're looking 8 in a row here from MIBR. It's just like Inferno, but I guess it's the Brazilians' Inferno. It's Vertigo.
Yeah, this is perfect right there. You can see how comfortable they are on this map. Protocols down to a T. The boost comes through. That's the first prong of approach, but then the follow-up there, the utility and Henny's positioning come through right after, and that's where all the promise starts to show. They know everything, every last detail about this map, but the crossfire is going to be tough to break through, and BR nails too. That is so promising here. Wiz is going to be able to save onto that op, but starting to feel like hollow prizes here as the round count continues to rise for MIBR.
Yikes. And I mean, where does it stop? It's another half buy for Evil Geniuses, and we have yet to see just a big... I mean, Stanislaw was supposed to give them the first round in the game for Evil Geniuses. That has not happened. And outside of that, there's just been no individual play to save them this game. Can you believe that Deagle headshot on that A site, on that previous half buy, was Rush's first kill? I did not mention that at all. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, it is worrying signs. It's never been a good map for EG Black, and historically, this is just about how it's gone. The Wiz, all right, that's a start. Finally an opener, some ground gained here for EG.
Yeah, it's something that they so desperately needed. Starts like that. But when you look at the follow-up, the rest of the roster here has very little to work off of. Pistols and armor for most. Nice HE, though. Converted there from George here in a late taking of control towards middle. Again, this MIBR team likes to use every last inch of this map, so that trend will stay true here. Show a little bit of A presence, show a little bit of mid presence here, but the ops retreated, and now they start to really take space towards middle without much of a worry.
Wiz is going to be on control for ramp. He wants to control that A site. MIBR want to head back to B. This is a nice... Is this a 1-1? It is. Oh, man. It almost converts 2 kills. Super information. The bomb also spotted as well. MIBR will catch Walco on the fallback. They will punish him. This is buying time for those rotations to arrive. Brennan needs to scoop up that bomb. He's even going to pick up the op. Might need to help out his teammates, though. These pistols are very up close and personal. If they're pushing out without proper notice, that's Wiz dropping the bomb. That might not give them any time as Turtle falls next. Jota next in line for Wiz. First round on the board there is a half buy for EG.
That was a much needed round right here. We don't get the curse 1-7, but at least it's 1-8 here for Evil Geniuses. Can't just be a flash in a panic. Can't just be delivered by Wiz's hands. We need more elements showing up. We need a full team effort like we saw on Inferno. Everyone showing their ability on this map. But MIBR, you can see it is everybody showing up as well. Henny is the bottom. When he was doing so well, he's still stepping up here. Everyone helping out at 8 kills. But Turtle, he's tucked in. How is he still standing here? That is incredibly bold.
Yeah, this is a very punishable position here for EG. He's going to jump up top, dancing around the ankles, and he's going to come away with a headshot. My word, what a claustrophobic position, but he fights his way out of it. Still more players here for EG, but Jota's going to deal with the offer next in line. Henny posted up on Rush. He can't swing. Stanislaw, though, he will. He's going to drag down Turtle, or rather Branizin, and the nade finds Turtle. Now Henny flicks up onto Stan, and he's going to pick up the rest of the defense. 1v2 remaining here for Walco, and they're planting on the darn B site.
Oh, completely bamboozled here now, unfortunately. Walco going to push through the smoke. He might need a wall here, but no, he actually just meets the backside of Henny. But that gives up the flank. Exit is going to be in prime position. Here's all these footsteps around the corner here. Off angle. Exit's not going to let you slide.
Yep. And the great off angle there from Exit. No attempt on that round for Evil Geniuses. I mean, it looked like they were turning it back around for a moment when you saw Stanislaw swinging down ramp, finding tons and tons of damage, but it's Henny to bring it back. Henny is always your safety net for this MIBR team. He absolutely thrives in these low-man situations, and he does it there. And they hold on to this big advantage that is just growing and growing here for Made in Brazil.
Feeling super confident right now. Henny, I said that he was the bottom frag, but that was only by 1 kill from the rest of his teams. Now he's the top frag alongside the rest of his team. This is incredible distribution between everybody. Feeling so confident on this map, and this is much more like it here. This is what we should anticipate out of MIBR. This is what they look like when their individuals are showing up, and a perfect timing landed by Turtle, but a little bit of an awkward exchange there favors Walco at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's more or less the last thing Turtle was expecting. At the minute mark, they start walking down the steps. And so they'll group up back down towards the bottom of the ramp, where George is the only player on this A site. Risky call here from Evil Geniuses, but I don't think MIBR are going to jump the gun so much just yet.
Not biting. Set a lot of resources towards middle right now. They're starting to press the issue, and that should trigger some quick reactions here, some fast rotations towards this A bomb site. 30 seconds left. There is not a lot of time. MIBR, they can't afford to fall back into some of their previous woes here, but they will give themselves time to execute in the beautiful HEs.
They're going for deep control here. That could allow Wiz to really find some impact with his AWP. Oh no, very awkward smoke. This plant is going to be messy. They will at least punch in the digits. The double grenade almost finishing the job. And in the meantime, Stanislaw has made his way on the flank, has found the double kill, and now in the 2v5. Stan looking to continue to terrorize MIBR. He's putting up a show. This is only their second round, but he's top of the server right now with 12 kills.
That is beautiful work. Stan continuing his nice performance as well from last map. Now this is only 2 rounds here. That's 2 more than you've had the last string of things here. So excellent recovery of that A bomb site. Great reactions coming through. And MIBR finally actually forced onto what is a low economical situation. If Evil Geniuses can win this last round here, they would need a stellar T side to work up against this MIBR roster, but they could start to build up some momentum at the very least.
Great nade, though. Anticipating that potential peak. Out middle. MIBR starting to creep forward. This is such a... The contact walk. It's Brazilian Counter-Strike embodied. And it'll... Oh, it fortunately won't quite work against Wiz. Nice try on the flash. They'll just fire off a shot and drag down Brennison.
Yeah, this time able to connect on some of these early mid duels, but they don't want to give this one back. The boost is so tricky, and Turtle able to contain things. Rush oversteps by an inch. Turtle takes a mile here, slowly but surely. Henny, here's the jump spots, and Stan gets put on notice here. Nice little one-way smoke, very rapid reaction.
Look where Henny's gone to. Henny's already up to short shelf.
Ooh.
Well, Wiz does clear out middle. Might help him out, but Henny, is he going to clean him up both? No. Traded by George at a minimum. But MIBR, they're being so sneaky about this. They're keeping EG guessing. They're not making any tells.
They're completely moving back in towards this B-bomb site, and what MIBR are doing really well right now is they have presence still towards ramp, making noise, creating chaos here. Exit gets us left side or right side smoke down. It's going to commit some resources here of Evil Geniuses, and even Walkos get sold by the fake.
They're not planting this bomb here, folks. They're on the other site, and no, EG, they are not saving. It's just been planted on the B site right underneath their noses, and there has to be a retake coming through. And soon. I mean, look where Wiz is right now. He's clearing out A ramp while they're trying to stage a retake. I think they're going to save this one.
Ooh, Exit here's the fall off an elevator as well, so that might be able to trigger some fast hunts, but also there's not a lot of money here to go for the hunt. And MIBR will shake hands here with Evil Geniuses in this 3v3. A peaceful ending to this round, but it will favor MIBR. Off of just a little bit of utility from Exit. This is what I love, though. This is what I need to see more of out of MIBR on other maps. This time they finally leave a little bit of resources over on that A side to commit these fakes, to sell EG that this really is an A side play. They don't hear anything, so they have no information as to where MIBR are. And right there, Exit's able to get away with so much by just throwing one smoke, one molly, one flash. That's all that they need to add a little bit of extra oomph to this T side, and they've just shown it right there in this round. They show it on Vertigo.
Oh, that nade is
Wow.
just collecting utility damage onto these offers. Walko, another victim to it. It's keeping... Rush doesn't get the nade that he wanted. Nothing's going right here for EG. Of course, last time these two teams faced off, it was an 11-4 T side for MIBR. We are looking well on track, if not better, here for the Brazilians. Seems like both teams have improved in the off time. As we did see a 16-9 on Inferno.
Yeah,
B-site play incoming. Rush on the site, behind the site pillar. Mollied out. Finished off by Turtle. And... Oh, I mean, what? Okay. All right, buddy.
Get out of here.
This guy.
What is that? That is so sick right there. I don't know if that'll occur. George has an easy fight, though. BRN caught a little bit too lackadaisical right there. Comfortable. And now Exit taking a lot of damage. This is not secure at all.
Oh, when they walk into the line, Turtle falters. 2v4. MIBR were in the driver's seat for just a moment. But they've given up the name of the game. I mean, Exit on 10 HP. He has the angle advantage on Stan. He'll collect the first, but trade it out. Now 1v3 on the rifle for Henny. He's gonna do it. He's just waiting for George. That is just a knife, a dagger of a round for MIBR. They're up so many rounds now. I don't know how you come back from that.
Oh no. They gave up that round, and then Henny just rips it right back into their favor. It was a 5v4 with no control of that B bomb site. MIBR, they just overextend and put it back into a 4v2 with a little help from Walko. A miracle shot. And then to lose it like that, Evil Genius's hearts are ripped in two, and Henny taking it all here. Turtle trying for a little bit of a sneaky play. He's been going for that once or twice, and Walko, he's come out the better end of it a couple of times now.
But, I mean, is that going to be enough? It's already 11 for MIBR, and even then, sure, they lose this initial opener, but they do have the superior weaponry in specific head-to-heads. This round still needs to be won via the duels, and they're looking to bring this back to ramp, but that smoke isolating George in that corner. JOTA being armed with a flashbang. I think they might want to go through this. Stanislaw could be in for some trouble. Into the smoke, but he does not blind it at all. Looking towards the wall. Very good positioning there from Stan. 3v5.
Rapid advantage here continuing as they go for a little bit of creativity on the play. Walko still standing aggressive here towards B, but he has no support, and as he goes down, very little resistance left here on the B site. They need to make things work here. It is a quick recovery coming through from Rush, but he's only got an MP9. Good utility from George. I just spotted JOTA on the jump peak here. MIBR, they don't strike just yet.
Again, they're doing a great job at putting pressure on multiple parts of the map. 30 seconds remaining. Rush feeling very paranoid. Wiz has to control middle. And they have a double sandbag set up, and they're gonna eat a grenade. Oh, there was a team grenade. If that second nade went towards sandbags, I think that's just a round victory. But instead, it turns into a team kill. I don't know what happened down there towards ramp, but it's a third round for EG.
I bet you someone just walked in front of the nade, something like that. That just is a pretty bitter way to potentially close out this half here for the MIBR camp. But again, I feel like if they get another one of these 11-4 halves, it's going to be very hard to recover. T-side comebacks here in this current meta just not all that likely.
George. All right, they're just starting to take some aggressive moves. That's a George move. That's a Nouns play right there. Pushing right through the T-smoke and taking the battle.
Ooh. Turtle getting lost here, but he does find the AK. So nice recovery of weaponry here as BRN watching from the sidelines to close out this half. Rush does equalize.
Okay. That's an MP9. Worst thing in the world, but it's perhaps not needed.
Saw what Viz could do. EG or no. way they're just resting easy here, especially now that this advantage is kind of swung back into the Evil Geniuses camp. B is completely vacant right now as Walco aggresses towards the middle, looking for the same fate MIBR.JOTA has, and Turtle starting to find some kills on A as well as creating further chaos. Oh no!
Oh no. I mean,
Oh
Wiz
my
comes
God.
through with the kill on a Turtle, but Jota's Mac 10 shreds them. Walco coming late in on that flank. And he's getting jump spotted for by Exit. I think the jig is about to be up. Yep, there it is. We're going to see a 12-3 T side here for MIBR. This has been a stellar map for them. I mean, historically, they've had a good matchup against EG on this map already. But this is just extra for them.
Yeah, you got to be so happy with that, right? Like you said, they've already had better results or the similar results to this sort of T side prior, and then they just one up it with that last extra round there, punishing a little bit of overextension, overaggression coming through from Evil Geniuses. So you got to be happy with that half here. We'll see if they can convert in the second right after this break.
Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you want it to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh.
It's business as usual here for MIBR on Vertigo. 12-3 is their halftime scoreline. And last time they were here, they locked out EG and closed it down 16-4. My name's Fi. I'm joined by Cole Extra McHenry as it's map number 2 of what I'd say the match of the week here in Group A.
Right now it's looking very quick about things here. Rush looking to recover his struggling first half, and he does so nicely with a little bit of help from JOTA. 2 headshots going through, but headshots coming right on back from JOTA, who reaggresses right into the hands of Stan. Beautiful headshots coming, but Henny has a gap.
But he couldn't convert on it. George is playing games with him right
here.
now. Oh, he's just being such a pain in the side here. Eventually, Henny, yeah, will deal with him, but wait, hold on. It is Turtles dualies. Possibilities. Oh, not anymore. See you later. And that is okay. I mean, a pistol round teed up, but Henny's clutched once this game. Who's to say he can't do it again?
Yeah, that would be the icing on the cake here. If they want pistol, it could be very, very quick on Vertigo. But I don't see any kit on his way through here, so winning this becomes a whole lot more unlikely with a 10-second defuse.
Yeah. No kit. Some would say no chance. Let's see what he can do with it, though. Taps. The dual Berettas are not the gun for the job on that, but then he will strike down Walco, but plucked out of the air and sent to a, well,
Kerplunk.
Kerplunk. Yeah, that's the way I'll leave it at that. He plummets down to the bottom. It's Evil Geniuses who will pick up the pistol.
That's the start that they needed, that's for sure. They needed that pistol if they wanted to make anything happen on this T side, and that's what they've just found there. A little T side success there. Of course, MIBR, they have so much going for them right now in terms of scoreline here that calling in this full save, probably the best idea. Get those rifle out ASAP here in the next round and just do damage with what's been working with you consistently. Get those Zeeks. Okay.
I'm just gonna cast this round via automatopoeias. I think that's all I need to do here.
Pew pew pew. Bam bam bam.
Boom.
Heads are popping right there, coming through from Wiz. And all is going well there for Evil Geniuses. Besides Stan, he did get his eeks, though. He's happy. Right, you get 3 eeks, that's worthy of a trade. A nice shot from Rush as well.
T's win. Alright, let's go. 12-5. First gun round coming up here for MIBR. This is not, I mean, okay, last time they faced off in the Cash Cup, just on Sunday, it was a complete lockout here from MIBR. It could be something different from EG Black. They've been given some room on this T side to work, but they do have to win this round if they want any chance of making this game competitive.
Build some confidence here in this map. I feel like we very well could see a threatening nuke here off of the confidence that MIBR is wielding right now. But Evil Geniuses still have a little fight left in them, and it's kind of showing. Big gap here towards middle, and they're looking to identify that, exploit it quickly.
That's a nice setup. They gotta clear their corners though first, but Rush is gonna take the long range fight first, then take out the short range, then Wiz is gonna clear out the smoke, and this is looking like a done deal. EG stormed through this round in a very similar way that MIBR did to start off their half, funny as that is. But this is a save for the Brazilians, and the first 3 rounds go to Evil Geniuses.
This is an impressive start right now from Evil Geniuses. Obviously, they've dug themselves into a very deep hole. This is exactly how you want to climb your way on out here, slowly but surely. Converting the pistol, getting that first gun round that can give you that 0 to 4 half start that you're hoping for. And George having his fun here. Grab it onto that A1S. Slight upgrade there from the Mac 10. Only slight nowadays, though.
And so, I mean, George on a Mac 10 is something to behold, alright? I would.
That's true.
George on any gun can make anything happen, and they are going to need a lot out of everyone from Evil Geniuses. This is going to be a timeout rolling out. It's MIBR calling this one in. And they are trying to reassess, at least, how this half is going. I just want to close the game out quickly and confidently, because if you let EG get rolling, that is momentum that can carry over into the next map.
That's exactly what they're hoping for here. I don't know how likely we are to see this go EG's way here. Again, they've dug themselves deep. But if they can gather, like, you know, maybe 12 rounds here total before eventually falling, that's when we can start to talk about building confidence here heading into nuke, because they're certainly going to need it. We didn't get to see the greatest CT sides in the world out of MIBR just yesterday. Team 1 able to exploit them. But I think Team 1 were playing very, very well. So Evil Genius is going to need to replicate some of that success here.
Hello, Henny.
This is aggressive from Henny, though. Flashes are so well placed.
Oh my goodness, he just walks back, moonwalks into the T side, man. And he's going to take him out. 4v4, lots of damage even goes on to Wiz. Turtle just inspecting his gun out in the open. A little bit bold that they would respect your smoke. Dropping into the site. Bredesen, he has his M4. It's almost good for a second, but also dealt some damage to exit. Doesn't really help out the campaign. JOTA coming back in rotation is the one chance MIBR have in this round. And as that bomb gets planted, there isn't any HE to deny Wiz. And so the post plant is established.
Looks like they're calling this one quits, or at least they tried to there before exit. Got cut off. And this is going to be 7 here. I mean, if Evil Geniuses can hold them here at 12 for a little while longer, again, I don't know if I can fully believe in it just yet, but you can start to build some hope. Especially with Rush starting to heat up here a little bit on the T side.
Yeah.
Finding a lot of effective entries. We're looking very sharp right now.
This end of game momentum, I wouldn't say the game's over yet, but you know, these couple of rounds do mean stuff for teams as well. When things are hopeless, when you are just getting beat down, when you start losing a ton of situations, it starts to feel really good to pick up a couple of nice rounds in your game, and knowing the fact that you have an extra map to play with, that you're going into nuke, it's some hope for the team that, yeah, we're still individually on it. We can still play well and up to par. We aren't being completely outclassed, and Evil Geniuses, these first couple 4 rounds do mean something. If they can continue that spree, I'm not calling a comeback just yet, but we could see some spark to that fire.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you right now. We're seeing some flair out of them. And right now, definitely a pacey mid play. Once again, taking a page out of MIBR's book. They're already collapsing in towards this B-bomb. So they're taking heavy fire. George with the Glock. You can do anything with any weapon. And they're going to move on in. They're mollied out of position as well.
Walko's dead, though, to the nade. But still, how is Exit still fighting inside the site? The smoke giving him cover, but George and Wiz scoop back 2 kills. But JOTA will clean up that AWP. That could have been a big part of this post plant. MIBR want to give this a go. That molly might dissuade them now that they're down a player and firmly out of the site.
I have slight hope here that Stan is low and maybe he can offer up the best defense, especially with George kind of isolated here. Stan not in a position to trade, but as they're given nothing here on this post plant, I think that's going to confirm their game plan here, calling in another save. It's 8 now for Evil Geniuses. There's only 4 that they have to close a distance with. And things are quickly becoming scary. Rush is on a bit of a hunt here.
He's trying to get the off.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes more sense. I feel like just holding W in that position is not going to work out well. I think that op trying to be recovered there. Maybe not. Henny didn't look
I don't think he saw
blind. Yeah, maybe the body was covering it.
Another pause coming out. Worrying signs for MIBR's. The first 5 rounds of the second half go Evil Genius's way. This was not the smooth finish that they wanted. And again, we talk about that momentum. Evil Geniuses have already checked that box. I think they could walk away with this map. It's like, yeah, we probably weren't going to win it, but we still got some confidence in it. I mean, now at this rate, Evil Genius has got nothing to lose.
Yeah, they can really start to make a case here to close out this map. They're starting to strike some fear into the hearts here of MIBR. It's now a couple of rounds where they've just got caught completely blindsided in middle control. Caught unaware of the aggression that was thrown their way. MIBR, they need some sort of recovery here, and they need it as soon as possible. They can't keep affording these rounds to Evil Geniuses, especially with how clean and quick they look in some of these occasions. Stan looking for quick endeavors up ramp as well. It's a 4-man commit from Evil Geniuses, so you can kind of tell they are so hungry to take this space.
And they're being very quiet about it as well. They're not showing a crazy amount of presence, and that's what Henny doesn't expect. He overextends. Stan cleans up. Swinging now towards a short shelf.
way!
The pace is so fast here from Evil Geniuses. MIBR are left in the dust. Just get that bomb planted, and you might just call it a round. MIBR might have to pack their bags again here, Cole.
This is incredible here. Yeah, they're likely going to call it a day. They're looking for some mid-control, but you also have to take note of George here, lurking about here, being so very sneaky. Exit. Gonna walk right into his palms here. Brilliant positioning from George, and Evil Geniuses, not only do they walk away with a 9th round, a flawless half so far, but they don't allow for those full saves to take place.
I mean, they could start the hunt now. I mean, you have players at $10,000, you might want to put a gambit up. I'm wondering if George, if he saw anything towards middle on that cross hill. Oh, certainly revealing position. A nice shot through the smoke there from Turtle. But, oh, wall bangs there from Wiz. Wiz got a tag through the ladder room from the A site. That's an incredible shot. He almost took down Turtle with it. But Turtle's actually going to keep on fighting, and, well, they will hold on to the guns, but we're still talking that flawless half here for EG.
Still looking comfortable and cozy here for Evil Geniuses. I cannot believe that this is a close game. Absolutely phenomenal that they can recover it to this point. 3 rounds now to close the distance. I'm definitely believing in the comeback here.
Oh, boy.
He had an opportunity here, but not given fully away.
Oh my goodness! What?
Gray screened.
I can't believe it. He pulled out a nade just as Stan walked through the smoke. That is a... that's a horror story right there.
Stan, I think he was completely gray screened as he exits, so he doesn't get anything out of that. Unfortunately for him, the timing was going to be so promising, but Wiz nails it on to exit. There's still one more in the back of flat.
It's Turtle. He was checked for. He's down to 46. He's getting spammed out and finished off there by Walco. But still, the cavalry has arrived. There are rotations here for MIBR, but a deep smoke in, a molly as well, and Wiz on the swing. So confident right now.
You can't do anything to stop this guy. Henny's going to try his very best. Henny's had some big clutches, but he's asked one more. Utility tossed in to force him out of position.
And Walco, I mean, tucked up close to the smoke in this 2v3. Positions revealed, I believe, of both players. So they just hold this crossfire confidently. And this is going to be another save for Made in Brazil. I'm just going to keep the counter going. That is 7 rounds in a row here for Evil Geniuses. This T side of Vertigo is treating them very nicely.
That it is. This is wild. Jiggle works out. Oh, but the follow-up. You got to get that reload off, because no one's used to it. Way too many years of 10. But now 10 rounds here for Evil Geniuses. That is an excellent clawback. Again, something that you mentioned here is even if we don't see Evil Geniuses close out this map, they know that they put up a hell of a fight in this comeback effort. But I don't even know if MIBR can rest easy. Calling in a couple of these timeouts. Nothing's been working, though. Pacey aggression here from Evil Geniuses has netted them all the success in the world at the start of these rounds, even.
This is their 3rd timeout this half. And it hasn't gotten them a single round. Evil Geniuses have outplayed them in every situation. Some of these rounds have gotten close, sure. But a lot of these have just been MIBR calling the saves. By the way, they've called 5 saves in a row now, Cole. Like, that's just how... I mean, when you see these save rounds, it's just... That's just a sign that Evil Geniuses are outplaying you in the tactical department. When they just get put in unwinnable situations.
Yeah,
They've been in cruise control.
just starts out so well, and that trend will continue here. BRN trying to offer up resistance from side hall to help out Haney's extra presence here on the ramp side, but
this angle
serious deals damage here. Rush turning the corner. Oh, that was awkward, but Exit walks away with the upper hand.
I'm sure Rush is coming away with that. I think he had that fight in the bag. But instead, he's going to stick around, and he's going to get punished for it. George with the headshot, and George now middle. He can split those rotations apart as EG begin to walk up the B stairs. Stanislaw is going to beat Henny on the peak. This is going to cause so much chaos in the backlines. Turtle now mollied out of position, sniped out of midair by Wiz. EG all over the play. It was a 4v5, and now, well, it's a 4v2.
What on earth is going on? We just see capitulation completely for MIBR. Nothing goes their way when the man advantage kicks things off. Their Exit sticking around, punished by George. Everyone starts to miss their shots. And what matters so much about that kill right there from George is, like you said, he's the man that can cut off rotations. He can buy further time. Turtle was left on an island there with an MP9 on B. What do you think is going to go right for you in that sort of situation in MIBR? And it's just icing on the cake that Stanislaw finds kills on his lurk. That's the little cherry on top.
Oh, no.
And Stan, he denies one of the saves. Henny's not safe by any means. HE, touchdown. Oh, no. Just an awkward bounce.
There's no way he survives this, right?
I mean, spotted him.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna find this. There's no one in position to take him down. 6 HP is what he'll survive on. The rest, barely $1 to bring in this full buy for. I mean, do you wanna force in? Are we getting to this point already here for MIBR? They're still in the lead, keep in mind. But, I mean, this is starting to get untenable.
I actually can't believe how easy this has looked for Evil Geniuses. Everywhere they go here, they're getting absolutely outclassed in MIBR in the second half, and they have no resistance to offer up. Back up. Out towards A ramp quickly here, but George just nails ahead right off. Exit sticks around, but George double entries, and now the B site is already looking to be claimed.
I mean, we are seeing a calamity here. And I mean, Stan could have a timing on the reload towards the bottom of the ramp. We'll see. But in the meantime, over towards this B site, mollied out again. Stan, here it is, finds it onto Henny. That's again the op on the ground. Henny just can't get a break. It's a 2v4. I mean, MIBR just have to have a miracle play happen here to stop this comeback from happening. JOTA on the edge of the map of the world. He's dropped off. He's sent plummeting. 1v4 for Brennison again, and he's not going to have the chance to save. This is, what? I can't count. 9 rounds in a row for Evil Geniuses.
It just looks so simple. Stanislaw, 24 kills, doing so much on his A-side lurks, and then George finding entries all over the map on B, on middle. What are you supposed to do here? MIBR have no response to this. They have absolutely nothing to say in the second half. The CT side, this is where they should be able to lock things down, but they have fallen every last round. Rush, an opportunity, gold mines here as they push mid, and Wiz helps out for one more. Instant 4-on-2. Make it a lead here for Evil Geniuses. It's looking all the more likely.
I mean, you just wheel the bomb back to a bomb site, and that's all you need to do to win this round. This is a capitulation. 10 T-side rounds in a row, teed up. And Brennison is just going to be next in line for Wiz. I could not explain to you how this has been so dominant. It's been the individuals playing some top-tier Counter-Strike. Exit will get that nice one on the back end. I mean, dude, this would take a superhero performance. But tactically, Evil Geniuses are there. Individually, Evil Geniuses are there. There's just no gaps in this team right now.
I just want to know what was said in the half switch there. What inspired everyone, every last player to come alive on this server? It was something we were crediting MIBR for in that first half. I feel like everyone was hovering around the 10 to 9 kill mark for so very long. Everyone was having their impact there. There was no missing pieces. And now the counterpart is true. Evil Geniuses firing on all cylinders have warmed up. And again, whatever pep talk was said in the break, those 3 minutes worth their weight in gold.
I mean, Exit, all he can come away with this round is just an AK. It's something to work with. But from a 12-3 half, Evil Geniuses have taken the lead, and I'd be damned if this is not the 4th timeout MIBR have called this half.
No more now. No more opportunities to talk things over. No more chances for you to try and recover. You have to play. Yeah, whatever's called here right now needs to be flawless. It needs to work. It just needs to work at this point. They just need a round. They need to get off 0. EG have taken the lead here in the second half, and it hasn't even been that difficult. There hasn't been many close rounds.
I mean, you can see Wiz is maxed out on cash, 3 players above 10k. They might have enough money to buy for the rest of the game, win or lose. And losing doesn't seem like an option there, Cole. There's been a lot of words said here for MIBR, but there hasn't been the results behind it. Things need to change to avoid an utter calamity. They would go down 3-3. Something that just has never happened to these players or the MIBR brand. Is looking for a swing middle, and he just beat Henny straight up.
Takes heavy fire for it, but still it's an advantage. And look at this, Exit gonna be cut off. They're crunching in quickly towards B.
Exit, though, a great angle right beneath. Can he turn it to 2? He does. He drops the bomb out middle. Can Turtle put up the hole? No, but Exit is putting on a performance. 3 kills for him, but now getting wrapped up by Wiz. He's gonna clean up that kill, but traded out by JOTA. Can this spree be finally ended? It's Stan in a 1v2.
This is exactly what they needed. They needed a scrappy round like that from Exit. Someone to step up to the plate and finally deliver. But Stan, he has been the best performer so far here for Evil Geniuses. And what's one more clutch to add to his tally? 2 players left standing. A deep flank here in CT spawn. How could they anticipate this? He's playing the long game right now with his big brain.
But I like this, though, from MIBR. They turtle away in towards that site. But what it does give is Stanislaw an opening to A. If he gets that bomb and gets away, that's his 1-win condition. He's walking up. Is he going to... Is he going to look right? He's going to find JOTA. But no way he's ready for Brennison that close. I mean, a nail-biter round there for MIBR. They'll get there first, but they win the round. But what cost here, Cole?
Everyone goes down there except for one. Exit, though, that's exactly what they needed. They needed someone like that. A play of that caliber. Just an extraordinary 3K coming through from him when he was back against the wall. No way to run away. And he certainly delivered. It needed to be scrappy. They finally gotten off of 0. Can they follow it up? If they don't, like you had said, it's going to be costly here.
Turtle has some help this time. Flash in, a duel. With himself and George. But a much slower round. Evil Geniuses just playing with the tempo of this game right now.
Playing with the tempo, but also doing a good job of keeping MIBR's info plays at bay. George, ever present at the bottom of the B stairs here. Stanislaw, ever present on ramp. 2 of these players that have delivered so much success on this T side here in their prime positions, ready to strike. MIBR playing a very stagnant game right now. Not taking too much aggressive control. Definitely leaving mid a bit lacking right now with only Henny being the man to stand.
Oh, Stan.
Stanislaw gets flashed in and Rush setting up his teammates perfectly, but he doesn't catch the second.
Joseph's going to go on the fallback, but now they start slinking out middle. 30 seconds remaining, and they're going to begin the mid-split again. Wiz with that flash primed, looking to do good work with it, but Exit not blinded up at all. He's going to knock down the stack of players coming his way. He even gets time to reload, but the 2 players do entry this one up. It's George in a 1v2. Can he clutch again versus the Brazilians? There's the first. Aware of the next. JOTA up top on the fallback, though. JOTA's going to drop him. 14-13. MIBR start to stabilize.
Again, it can be as scrappy as that for every last round, as long as you're claiming them. MIBR finally have woken up here for 2 rounds in a row. Both 1v1s that it's come down to.
Both exit.
Both claimed by them.
I mean, both exit with 3+ kills on the round. Some incredible scenes from him on the B defense. And we're going to see yet another tempo swing here. From... Oh, the spam damage almost took down Turtle. That could have been a calamity. But instead, we're going to see a ramp brawl. Stan taking the brunt of the damage. It's going out. Flash through. But a smoke there. Obscuring for the moment.
Oh, this is so insanely tense right now. Everyone feeling the pressure. Everyone knows the impact, the underlying circumstances that would take place here, especially if MIBR lost this round. Lost bonus has sunken just a little bit. So that money would collapse. Evil Geniuses would retie things up. They might even be able to claim map point first, but have Evil Geniuses dug themselves in such a deficit that they just can't pull it back from. MIBR have woken up, and they're ready on this ramp defense.
Alright, the swing is there, but Brennison is dealt with. He cannot come away with a kill. The swing trying to fight back on this one, but JOTA gets sniped down by Wiz. Man advantage for Evil Geniuses. How does Stan want this one to play out? He watches from the sidelines, making the calls. Penny out towards the short shelf. First kill goes his way. Burned out further into the open and finished off by George. The plant's going to be set in by the new boy on the block. The nades, though, touching down absolutely low HP on these EG players. They creep up onto the site. Wiz tucked away from sand. And Turtle begins his move up towards short. That MP9 could do great work on these low health players. They're not watching for it just yet, but he does look away. No one has a kit here. I should realize here for MIBR, they've won these last 2, but they've been costly. They don't have kits. They'll fake defuse, but these kills are not coming easy.
They're trying to save.
It has to be a save. It's going to be all 30 rounds from this game. From 12-3 down, we're going the distance.
Oh my god, unbelievable decision that they have just been forced to make.
Ouch.
George, a worthy sacrifice for a 14th round right there. As they tie things up, the money has been back-breaking. Those clutches that MIBR have been winning have made it so they don't have any opportunity to have any luxuries like a kit, the best utility. And what do they call here? Are they going to go for a save? Could they let EG claim 15?
They have to.
Can they do damage?
Some would call it the tactical economy reset, losing those last 2 rounds. Their loss bonus petered out. They had no more gas in the tank. MIBR will put 4 players towards ramp, but Evil Geniuses will just slowly walk through smokes, clear it out methodically. No need for massive utility dumps. They can just catch the setup by surprise, but an opportunity gifted over there by EXIT up on the boost, but he runs out of ammo, and, well, that M4 is essentially out of play. Picked up though for JOTA. Stan will clean that kill up, but JOTA could have this kill locked in as that smoke fades, and he flicks around for it. Unbelievable. Stanislaw, he's just that guy. Holding middle is George. Found there by Turtle. Does he want to give this one a go? There's nothing to lose. He got to buy in the next round. In the clutch.
Kit. Once again, relax it.
Stan, that's nasty. Just waiting right behind the smoke. 3K for, or actually a 4K for him on that round. Stan just broke 30 kills.
Jesus,
and a series
JOTA.
point for EG.
I think he's going to be kicking himself for letting that kill slide. I know that he was looking for trigger discipline, but the fact that he doesn't find that right there, that's absolutely heartbreaking. It gives Stan even more confidence. All 30 rounds required here. And Evil Geniuses, you would not believe it, but they're the team that finds map point on this map.
A tech pause at round number 30. It couldn't get much better than this. 15-14. Evil Geniuses with the series point. And we do have to, unfortunately, wait this one out. Gonna have to bring this one to a bit of a break, Cole. After this break, though, it's going to be round number 30. Could you believe it? We'll see you on the other side.
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low. But I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's my leave for the melancholy. Could he fill a hole inside me? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I know my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low. But I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's my leave for the melancholy. Could he fill a hole inside me?
All right, we're back. And, well, round number 30 is what's going down. And, yeah, it's blue on both sides, but we'll forget about that one. It is a 4v5. And, yeah,
well,
all right, we're fixed. All right, we're good. We're back. Round 30. Evil Genius is on a series point off the back of the tech pause. And MIBR trying to stop this calamitous comeback. I'm fine, Joe McCole. We got one more. We got one more to go.
At least one more to go, but we could have plenty more in this series, and it would certainly deliver overtime. It would be absolutely electric, but of course, Evil Geniuses, they want to keep that at bay here. This is a much slower round than what we're used to. Evil Geniuses at this point have been used to having big man advantages already. They go for one last B-execute. They're looking to identify Turtle here once again. He's been exploited time and time. And for one more round, MIBR want to make this work.
Yeah, that's just gonna bathe the site in fire. George running through his own molly. Turtle, though, will snag up the first. And find another. Walco's gonna push through the edge of the smoke. Wiz is gonna eventually tap him out.
Past
Walco,
it.
what an angle. What an angle. Snags it. Gets out. It's a 3v3 post plant for the series.
Unbelievable. Walco, what a hero play right now. They're just starting to pull the pins out of this retake, and only Henny has the kit.
If Henny goes down, that could be game-ending. Stanislaw now takes the elevated position. And as that smoke fades, what's his angle gonna look like? What does he see? He catches Brennison. They have to drop down into Stan. It's a full-on comeback here from Evil Geniuses. From 12-3 down, it's just exit to clutch. He doesn't have time, Cole. Evil Geniuses have robbed Vertigo and the series. 2-0.
I cannot believe it. It's a fitting end as well, as Stan is the one that closes it out with a 3K to close us off this game. How on earth do EG make it look that easy? MIBR completely fell apart there in that second half. And I have no solutions. I have no words. They had no solutions. You can see that they called so many different timeouts, all to try and pick up the pieces, and none of it worked.